Hey, second grade, Miss Daly here. For today's Wit and Wisdom lesson, we will be doing lesson 17, and our I can statement is, I can identify vegetables and what makes them healthy. Before we start, your only task is to grab yourself a nice big glass of water. You will need it, okay? Go ahead, pause the video, grab a glass of water, and I will tell you what it is for in 5 seconds. Pause the video quick, grab a glass of water, go. Okay, hopefully by now you have paused the video, you have grabbed yourself a nice big glass of water. By the end of this video, this glass of water will be gone because we will be drinking the entire glass throughout this video. The reason why is because I was sitting in my home and I was thinking, man, I am not drinking enough water. And water is so good for our bodies and for our brains and our minds. So throughout this video, we will be gulping down some water. Before I go to the next slide, take 2 big sips of water. Go. Okay, good to go. Next. Before we move on, please make sure you have listened to the read aloud. This read aloud should be in your Google Classroom assignment. You will need to know some things from this text to keep moving on. So if you have not listened to the read aloud, please pause the video, go listen, and then come back. 2 more gulps of water. Let's go. Be careful, don't drink too fast. I don't want anybody getting any water stuck in their throat. Drink some nice slow gulps, okay? Now, we are going to be doing some vegetable trivia. This is why you need to have the read aloud done, because you will need to know about all different kinds of vegetables to do this trivia, okay? For each question, I will be showing you a picture. I will ask you what vegetable it is and what kind of vegetable it is. All right. I also want you to be keeping track, because in the Google form at the end, I want you to tell me how many of these you got correct. All right. So first, before we start, let's get our brains and our minds ready. Take 2 big sips of water. Okay. Let's go. First, what vegetable is this? If you know it, put your finger on your nose. Some says hands on your head. Some says hands on your ears. Some says hands on your mouth. Some says hands on your cheeks. Hands on your head. Who'd I get? All right, what vegetable is this? Say it in 3, 2, 1. Carrot. We know these are carrots. You have probably had them at lunch before for dinner. All right, maybe as a snack. And I actually have a huge big bag of carrots. I know some of you may be thinking carrots are so gross, I can't stand to eat them, but a really yummy treat that you can have is carrots dipped with ranch. Raise your hand if you've ever had carrots dipped in ranch. Carrots dipped in ranch are so yummy, and it's a really healthy snack, as well as drinking water. 2 more gulps. Okay, now we know these are carrots. What kind of vegetable is this? If you think it is a flower bud vegetable, hands on your head. If you think it's a root vegetable, hands on your shoulders. And if you think it's a fruit vegetable, wave your hands in the air. Flower bud, root, fruit. All right, if you have your hands on your shoulders, you are right. We read in the text that carrots are root vegetables because the actual carrot is the root. When you are growing carrots, you only see those stems peeking out of the ground, and the carrot is the root, which is kind of cool. Next, before we guess the vegetable, take 1 gulp. All right, what vegetable is this? Once you've got it, put your hands on your head. You may have had this for lunch before. I've even seen some students put them on their eyes like they're at the spa. So silly. What vegetable is this? It is a Cucumber, very nice. Cucumber. What kind of vegetable is this? If this is a flower bud vegetable, hands on your head. If it's a bulb vegetable, hands on your shoulders. If it's a fruit vegetable, go ahead and do a little dance. Flower bud, bulb, fruit. This is a fruit vegetable. Nice job. Remember, fruit vegetables are actually a little considered fruits because they have these seeds that make them fruit vegetables. All right. If you got the first question right, you have 1 point. If you got this question right, you have 2 points. Here we go. Next one. Take a big gulp of water. Okay. What vegetable is this? I think I have this vegetable. What vegetable is this? Once you know it, put your hand on your nose. I have one too. I haven't used it yet. I love these. This is an onion. A lot of you are probably thinking onions are so gross, but onions are really, really, really tasty and they add a lot of flavor to your meals. All right. What kind of vegetable is this? Is it a bulb vegetable, root vegetable, or fruit vegetable? Bulb, root, fruit. It is a bulb vegetable. In the book, we learned all about bulb vegetables and how it's not a stem, it's not a leaf, it's not a fruit. It's actually a bulb that is grown in the ground. You don't see the onion until you pull it out from the ground. It also kind of looks like a light bulb. It's kind of shaped like a circular light bulb. All right. 2 sips of water. I took 3. That's okay if you took 3. All right. What vegetable is this? Once you know it, finger on your nose. This is lettuce. A lot of you have had lettuce before. I've seen you eat lettuce at lunch. I have a lettuce head. I love lettuce heads because last night for dinner, I made lettuce wraps. And lettuce wraps are so yummy. You can put anything in a lettuce wrap, and instead of using like a tortilla, you use the lettuce to make it a wrap, and it's super duper yummy. What kind of vegetable is this? Is this a seed vegetable, leaf vegetable, or fruit vegetable? Think about the way it looks. Seed, leaf, or fruit? It is a leaf vegetable. You can see that the vegetable has leaves itself. All right, next, let's challenge ourselves. I think you can take 3 big gulps. I still have about half a glass left. 3 big gulps. All right, what vegetable is this? And this is what I'm looking at. This is an example of when I've used this vegetable. This is called ants on a log. Some of you may know it. Some of you might be too young to have had it before. I used to have this at camp. Your parents might know about ants on a log. You take this vegetable, you put peanut butter and then raisins right on top, and it's super duper yummy. If you know the vegetable, put your finger on your nose. It is celery, very nice. And what kind of vegetable is this? Flower bud, root, or stem? Is it flower bud, root, or stem? It is a stem vegetable, kind of like what we talked about with carrots, how carrots are the root of the vegetable and you only see the stem. In this case, the stem of the celery is the vegetable. All right. I want you to take 2 more big gulps. We are almost done. Remember to be really careful while you're drinking your water. Sometimes it can go down the wrong tube. Be sure you're being really careful drinking your water. It can be really dangerous sometimes. Be careful. All right. Now we have our secret word, if you've made it this far. All right. Secret word is carrot. Our secret word is carrot. Boom. So celery was 1 point. Lettuce was 1 point. Onion was 1 point. Cucumber was 1 point. And carrots. So that was 5 points. In the Google form, I want to know, how many did you get right? Did you get all 5 right? Do you know every single vegetable? That'd be pretty impressive. All right. Please make sure you go to your Google Classroom, complete that Google form. If you have not finished your water, go ahead and finish that up. Maybe as you're doing your Google form, make sure you set it all the way across the room so it doesn't spill on your Chromebook or your tablet or your laptop, whatever you're using. All right. Please make sure you're drinking lots of water throughout the day. This is going to keep your health, your mind and your brain and your body super, super healthy and energized and ready to go. Make sure you're eating your vegetables as well. Vegetables are so, so good for you. All right. I will see you all in our next video. Bye, second grade.